Can I be honest with you? I've started over on my weight loss journey more times than I can remember, and every time it felt heavier. Not just physically, but emotionally. The guilt, the frustration, the why bother. But somewhere in all that, I realized starting over isn't the problem. It's how we think about it. So, if you're starting over again or thinking about it, let's talk about what that really means and why it might just be the strongest thing you'll ever do. But today, I'm not here to list all the diets I've tried or all the gym memberships I wasted. I'm here to talk about something we don't talk about enough: the emotional weight of starting over. Because if you're anything like me, you've had that moment where you're standing in front of the mirror thinking, how did I let it get this bad again? Or maybe you're scrolling through your old photos, comparing, judging, and feeling stuck in shame. But I want to tell you something. You are not a failure for needing to start again. You're human, and that means you're still capable of change, even if it's not your first attempt. So, I'm in my 30s, and I work from home. I sit way too much, and I weighed in at 260 pounds. And that number used to make me feel defeated. I used to hide from it, avoid the scales, avoid mirrors, avoid anything that made me confront how far off track I'd gotten. But I'm done hiding. This isn't my first journey with weight loss. I've tried extreme diets. I've tried pushing myself to do workouts I hated, hoping that if I suffered enough, I'd finally get the body I wanted. And sometimes it worked for a while. I'd lose some pounds, I'd get some momentum, and then life would hit me. Stress, burnout, self-doubt, and slowly I'd slide back into old patterns. It took me years to realize it wasn't a lack of willpower. It wasn't laziness. It was the approach that was broken, not me. I didn't need another punishing workout plan or a rigid diet. I needed a lifestyle that I could actually live with. So, here's the truth that I've come to accept. First, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting with experience. You've already learned what doesn't work for you. You know what feels sustainable. You've been through the cycle. That means you're smarter now. You're more self-aware, and that gives you an edge. Second, consistency beats intensity. This time around, I'm not aiming for perfect. I'm not trying to go from 0 to 100 overnight. I'm walking on my treadmill. I'm lifting weights at home with a pair of dumbbells and a kettlebell. It's not flashy, but it's consistent, and consistency compounds. Third, you have to build trust with yourself. Every time I made a promise to myself and didn't follow through, I chipped away at my self-trust. But rebuilding that trust is possible. Start with one promise, one tiny, manageable promise. Maybe it's I'll walk for 15 minutes today. When you follow through, your brain starts to believe you again, and that is powerful. 4. Mindset matters more than motivation. Motivation is great when it's there, but let's be honest, it disappears real quick. So what I'm learning is to act from identity. I ask myself, what would a healthy version of me do right now? Not the perfect version, not the goal weight version, just a healthier version. And then I do that, even if it's just a baby step. So, this time around, I'm approaching things with compassion. I am not trying to punish my body, I'm trying to reconnect with it. So, here's what my routine looks like now. I walk daily on my walking pad treadmill. Sometimes I do this listening to music or watching my favorite show. I do strength training at home using just a pair of dumbbells and a kettlebell. And I focus on movement that feels good and leaves me energized, not exhausted. I'm not starving myself, I'm eating to fuel my body, focusing on protein, fiber, and hydration. And yes, still leaving space for joy. I track my progress through photos, how my clothes fit, my energy levels, and my consistency, not just the number on the scale. And most importantly, I'm not waiting for everything to be perfect before I start. I am building the habit in a mess, in real life, while I am still figuring things out. So, if you're watching this and you're at that place where you feel like giving up, I want to talk directly to you. I know how heavy it feels to start again. It's not just physical, it's emotional. It feels like dragging yourself out of quicksand, hopeless, slow, and painful. But I can promise you, you're not starting from zero. You have learned and you've lived. And now you get to do it differently. Starting over doesn't mean you have failed. It means you're refusing to give up. It means you still believe in the possibility of a better version of you, and that belief alone is powerful. So, take the first step, even if it's tiny. Walk for 10 minutes. Drink a glass of water. Choose a meal that nourishes you. And then, tomorrow, do it again. You don't need to do it perfectly. You just need to keep showing up. I am starting over too. And I'm inviting you to do it with me. Because this time, you're not chasing quick fixes. You're building something that lasts. Let's do this one step at a time. Now, if this video spoke to you, leave a comment that says, I'm starting over too. And let's lift each other up in the comments. Subscribe to my channel if you want to follow my journey and if you're ready to take your own next step. Check the description. I've got some simple tools to help you get started today. You've got this. Thanks for watching.